Hey, Explorers!
Hey, everybody!
Happy Wednesday!
Let's go, Buffalo!
There's a reason why we're in our outfit in front of our Buffalo Bills man cave.
Beware the horns.
We got a lot of stuff. We're just hanging out today. We have things we're going to be talking about: cruising, summer chat, like movies we already seen, movies that are upcoming, the Buffalo Bills movie that's coming out. Very important stuff. It's all coming up next on
D&G Explorers.
Hello,
Hey, everybody.
Explorers. Hello. Welcome to our show. Happy Wednesday. This will be...
Let's go, Buffalo!
This will be... Try to sound all...
Let's go, Buffalo! Sound the way I sound. I'll go, let's go, Buffalo! Is that better? Sound like a mouse.
This will be our last show for June 2025.
Oh my gosh. That is a true statement, though.
Yes, it is. It's very
deny
true.
that.
Yes, it is starting to warm up here in the Central Valley of California, and we're not looking forward to the heat, but it's been a little bit colder for the last about week and a half.
We've already been in heat.
That.
I mean, not in heat, but we've already been in the heat.
Yes, better way to clarify yourself. Greg, why don't we welcome our explorers in?
Let me get into the thing because I can't see where we're at right
I know
now.
We're not in our normal setup. We're usually just on the other side with the Scrooge McDuck stuff in the background. But because we're going to be talking about the Buffalo Bills, we're doing it in front of our little Buffalo Bills area.
All right, so we got our friend Dexter, Unfolded Text 90. Hey, welcome Dexter. Mary Ellen Dillon, Cheryl One Deck Down, welcome. Anthony Simone. We have Midwest Katie, welcome. Holly, what did I say?
You missed someone.
Who?
Right below Anthony, in the middle of Anthony.
Oh, they just blend right in. Angela Nima, checka.
Sorry, Midwest Katie. Hello.
Holly Ayers, welcome. MCPR Productions, welcome. Thank you for supporting our channel. I think that is Josh, and I think I know it's Josh because he said the word bro. So
welcome in, Josh.
Welcome. Mark Langenkamp, welcome. Pepper Tree Villa, welcome.
Pepper Tree Villa. There are buddies that go live every Monday. Check them out. They are full throttle into the Christmas. So they have a village, which probably this year we'll have 1,000 trees. Okay, not quite that much. But did you know, saying that, we are halfway through the year until Christmas.
We are actually. Yep. That's kind of scary to think about.
183 days. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's all right. I'm used to it. I'm just joking. Where am I at now? Look, you made me lose my point, my spot here. Nautical Nurse Nancy is here. Welcome. I think we said welcome to Mark Lane Camp. Cheryl One Deck Down. And I think we're caught up for now. Oh, they're going to have 50 trees. Awesome. I thought you had way more than 50 trees already.
That's 50 trees is a huge forest. That's more than they had last year.
Jenny H, welcome. So I think we're all caught up. Thank you, Dexter. Hello, you all looking cool. Thank you. Yep, right. Beware the horns. Buffalo!
Unfortunately, this is the only area of the house that, well, there's an air conditioning vent up there, but it's not turned its way.
There's two. But yeah,
but there's no ceiling fan, which we eventually have to put a ceiling fan in this place.
Yep.
But yes, hopefully it'll be the next few years we'll have a ceiling fan in here. But a few things that we want to talk about.
I think we need to start with
our Dilly Dilly.
Our Dilly Dilly. For those that don't know what Dilly Dilly is, it's from the old Budweiser commercials where they would say Dilly Dilly. Oh yeah, Bud Light. So we've kind of picked it up. So Dilly Dilly.
These are just kind of a classic margarita, but then added some mango tequila in addition to what is it? It's Hornitos tequila.
These are from Blue Top Porter Segway Brewing Company in Alaska.
Skagway Brewing
Company. Apparently, I can't read through the yellow drink. That looks like something else we won't talk about. But yeah, so there you go.
Life is good today. Woo! Welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing well.
Welcome.
So last week we were going to have our summer show. We were going to briefly talk about the Carnival loyalty, now called the Rewards program.
Mary Ellen Dillon just came in, so welcome.
Welcome. Yep, she was in earlier.
No, she just said, "Hey, y'all," right now.
I know, but she was in earlier. She was the second one that left a message.
All right.
But we ended up spending the entire show talking about the Carnival Rewards program. That has hit like crazy. A lot of people aren't happy with it. We'll see if there's going to be any changes because it doesn't go in effect until June 6th, I believe, June 26th next year in 2026. And so a long time, there's been a lot of negative feedback. I don't think Carnival is going to change a whole lot because something had to change from their business sense for them to do that. We'll see how it's going to affect cruising for Carnival in the future. We are new to Carnival. Most of our
we've done how many Carnival cruises now?
Together, we've cruised since 2016, but our first cruise on Carnival wasn't until 2022. So from that aspect,
think how many we've done though.
Now, yes, we're new to it, but we finally made gold, which means we've sailed at least 24 days on a cruise ship, 25 days.
Which technically means nothing when you think about it, because that's all going to be thrown out the window when this all starts.
Yeah,
so.
And we probably won't be cruising enough going forward with Carnival. Nothing against Carnival.
Not spending all that money, unfortunately.
We are limited in terms of amount of cruise that we are going to be doing.
So those of you that don't know, you have to spend a certain amount of money to get to a certain status. It's not how many cruises you go to or go on anymore, or it won't be. It'll be the cost of how much moolah you give out. And Nurse Nancy said, we really loved the Skagway Brewing Company. So that's awesome. Yeah, they had some good drinks there. Wasn't that the one where they had the duck fart? No. Or was that the reindeer fart?
No.
What am I missing?
Skagway's when we had the reindeer hot dog.
In the spruce tip drink? Yeah. Oh yeah, with the alcohol made out of spruce tips.
Yeah. Which was like a pine. They make it out of those little pine pods. But it's good for scurvy. And Greg was really suffering with scurvy, and it really made him feel so much better. Wow. Yep.
I don't think scurvy has been around for like hundreds of years. So I don't know.
It was back in the sailing days. But
which was
yeah. That's why the British were called limeys. By the Australians, they called them limeys because they would get the lime from the Australians because of scurvy. So, interesting news. Bam, knock on wood. But we wanted to talk about
fight the scurvy.
We wanted to talk about summer stuff that's upcoming this year for us. Since the first day of summer was it the 20th, the 21st? I don't remember what first day of summer was?
20th, I think. Besides the temperatures going up, there's other things coming up.
There is. We don't have really any big trips because our next big trip will be
Buffalo.
Yes.
Our first and only game at the old stadium. So they're building the new stadium right next to the old stadium. This is their last season, so we fit in our first and only trip to that stadium before they demolish it.
Yeah, we did actually cancel our we did have a cruise going out of New York this year over Labor Day. We did have to cancel that, but that was more due to the fact that when we had to pay the cruise off, we were going on other cruises and didn't have the money available to that. Two real geeks.
Welcome.
Welcome.
What's up,
Great
guys?
to see you. Yeah,
It's been some time.
It has. I hope you are doing well. So great to see you on here.
Oh, wow. And I just got a notice that Josh subbed to our channel. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Josh. Much appreciated. So we changed our plans, and I've been a Bills fan since 1975. Okay, I'm showing my age here. I played on a Pee-wee football team called the Bills when we lived in England. I lived in England, and you would think they have American football in England.
And he lost his English accent, except for certain words.
I lost my English accent in England, sadly enough.
How does that even happen?
Because I moved on to the American Air Force Base, and I was around American kids all the time. So I had an English accent when we lived off base. I went to the equivalent of kindergarten in England, but first grade I went on to the American base, and then we moved on to the American base. And kids they learn accents very early in their age. And when I came over here in fifth grade, no accent. People didn't even know I was from another country. So it just kind of slipped right on in.
Yes,
I was in Pee-wee. I was a massive 4'2", 48 pounds, and I was a middle linebacker.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I had 3 tackles the whole year. I was a beast. But
I could just imagine you. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
But 1975, that was the first year. I was in third grade. I played on the Pee-wee football team, and I was a fan ever since.
Surfer Girl.
Welcome in, Cherie.
Sorry, 132513. I can't read this. What is it? 1326. Welcome.
Huh?
Isn't it Surfer Girl 1?
No, it's. I think it's 326. It's a Surfer Girl 326.
Okay, 1326. Yes. Welcome.
I am just sitting at work waiting to punch in, and apparently going to be a long night since the express monorail line is down. Wish me luck.
OMG.
Good luck.
Like
I hope. Yeah, that's crazy. Getting ready to clock in. Do you live in Orlando? Because I remember before you were in Atlanta, I thought, or Georgia you were before. Did you move to the Orlando area? I'm assuming.
and Travels, welcome.
Welcome in, John and Nancy. Thank you for joining us tonight. So where were we with the story? So
your Pee-wee football.
Yes. So in 1973, they built, at the time, I think they called it Bill Stadium, and then it became, when I was familiar with it, Rich Stadium. And then it was Wilson Stadium, and now it's Hallmark Stadium. Actually, it changed to the hats, something 47 hats. I forgot what they call them. It went to that for a year, and then now it's Hallmark Stadium. They are. This is the last season coming up in their current stadium. Next year, the new stadium will be ready, and they will be playing there sometime next year. They're hoping it's supposed to be completely done by December. That's not the beginning of the year, so it's going to be interesting to see if they get approved to play in the new stadium without all the bells and whistles quite ready for the new stadium.
Oh my gosh! So it's gonna be 2 Real Geeks. I'm in Orlando and I drive the monorail. That's awesome.
Awesome, Danny. We might see you maybe.
Nancy said, "Don't you hate it when you are slicing stuff in the kitchen and slice your finger, blast it all?" Did you really slice your finger? I hope not.
It's a shocking news.
I hope it's not a deep cut. You better get that.
Nancy.
Get a cold compress stat.
So for those of you who aren't familiar,
wrap it up really good.
On Tuesdays, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, we are moderators along with Anthony Simone. for Nautical Nurse Nancy. So if you haven't watched her show, check her out. Proud to be moderators for her, and she always puts on a great show. So check that out on Tuesdays, every Tuesday night. And she's good. She goes every Tuesday night, even if she's deathly sick. She'll be on there.
Oh my gosh.
She is.
She had the horrible.
We'll take a break.
She had the what?
We'll take a break. We won't do certain weeks if we're not feeling well.
Yeah, she had the horrible cruise crud. So you get that when you go on a cruise once in a while.
Thank you so much, Anthony, for putting that in there for us.
Just a little cut, she said.
So
and she said, "Thanks, guys."
The exciting thing about coming up in October is we're flying to Buffalo to see our first game in Buffalo. We've seen Bills games before here on the West Coast, but never at home. And I felt that if we didn't get a chance to go to their old stadium before they tore it down,
you
it would
kick
be
yourself.
Yes. So we have a chance. We're going to see a Sunday night game, which means that game will be played 8:30 Buffalo time.
This is a whirlwind thing that's going to happen in October. I'm going to need a caffeine IV drip. I'm not even joking. I'm going to need one. From North to Neverland. Welcome.
Yeah. And then, so we figure the game could be over around midnight, maybe even 1 a.m. We have a flight out of Buffalo to Orlando the next morning.
Awesome, Nancy.
We might get 1 hour sleep. We might get no hours sleep.
Well, to be fair, though, we're going to be sleeping during the day before the game. I'm going on a cruise without you. You just don't know about it now. Before the game. So otherwise, yeah, I will be asleep at the stadium while Derek is on some high power drink or something because he'll be just as tired.
And then we fly from Buffalo to Orlando. Our friends are picking us up at the airport, and we're going immediately over to Epic Universe and spending the entire day at the newest theme park in Orlando by Universal.
First stop before that is Starbucks.
Well, they have Starbucks at the park, so we can get it there.
Yeah, but I'd rather get it before we get there because you're going to be in longer lines.
We'll probably have to do it at the airport.
So I'll excuse me. So I will I'll get my Starbucks before then because I'm going to need my caffeine. The tallest, biggest, strongest drink they got.
And then from there, we're staying with our friends. They're from Bakersfield, which is 2 hours south of us.
Jenny H, welcome.
We already said hi. Welcome.
Well, welcome again.
They're driving in their RV all the way across from California to Walt Disney World and staying at the campground there, a Fort Wilderness campground. We've been invited to stay with them, and we said the only way we could do that is if we managed a Bills game around it because the Bills game had priority over everything. So we're going to be spending the rest of the week over there in Walt Disney World. We're only going to be going to the day 2 parks, 2 days to the parks. But it will be kind of a whirlwind. We figured
Najuma Brown, welcome.
Go Bills, Najuma. We figured it'll be more at the beginning of the trip. It'll be crazy, but we have things spread out.
We'll have a day to at least rest.
Yes.
We might meet some fellow YouTubers out there. You never know. But with Epic, I am very excited for Nintendo Land and for Harry Potter. But now that we saw the new How to Train Your Dragon, it makes me appreciate the land even more. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And I like the Universal Monsters world, of movies. So I'm excited for the whole thing. Oh my gosh.
Spurmarks,
thank you so much for that $20 super chat.
Thank you.
I'm not so big on theme parks, but I love your cruise vids. I am mobility challenged, so travel is a hassle for me. We really appreciate that. And I know that our friends NoMapsNeededTravel,
when they put out content,
excuse me, yeah, they also have mobility type videos that give really good information on people that might have mobility challenges. They're also travel agents, and they do cater a lot to people that might have mobility challenges or any other kind of challenge. We all have challenges, Yep. So they are very helpful. So
in fact, going to the cruise vids, our next video we were trying to get out was one that we went with the late Sir Gary of the Beaches. It was kind of a non-announced group cruise. We went with about 19, 20 people. It wasn't hosted by us. It was by Patrick and Tiffany. I forgot the name of their channel. Terrible. I forget. Do you remember what the name? Life Well Cruised, was it?
I can't think of it right now.
Oh my gosh, I feel horrible for forgetting the name. But Sir Gary of the Beaches, it was a chance for us to meet him on the cruise. In fact, when we close our show, there's a picture of us and Gary that kicks off our outro. That's the cruise that we were on when that took. Yeah. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it because I don't have enough memory on there. I was trying to download stuff. I recorded it in 4K.
Oh, you're not able to do it?
No, it's the only one I recorded in 4K, but it takes massive amount of memory when you do that.
Wow.
So I'm going to have to do that when we get a computer that has a little bit more. We are doing our Virgin Cruise, the last one that we took, because we've taken 2 Virgin cruises. And that's where our friends from NoMapsNeededTravel will be on that. So I think
that's right.
I wasn't going to announce it, but I'm announcing it.
I won that contest also.
Yes. Offbeat Travelers, thank you, Anthony. You are so awesome.
Thank you so much.
And you guys check out Anthony too. He's such an awesome person. He goes lives usually Saturday nights.
He's always doing like overseas snacks and things like that.
Giveaways he does. He's an amazing person.
He's awesome.
Thank you for all the support.
Nurse Nancy said that they're going to Epic literally days after us.
That's right.
So we do owe a silly dance to Spur Marks. Please pick something good.
I didn't correct it. I'm an idiot. I know. I'm sorry. We always double trying to find one, and this one's please.
That's not working. No.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. All right, it could have been a better song for you. You know, there's one that says rock right there. I'm guessing that's like a rock and roll type song.
No, it's
wow. Yeah, that kind of, I don't feel that at all. Thank you so much. We're silly. We like to have fun here. But thank you very much. And thank you for everybody's support here. So Nancy is going to go literally a couple days after us. I hope you enjoy it. You'll have to let us know what you guys think of it. And we'll definitely let you guys know what we think of it as well.
Cherie, we have been to Fort Wilderness Campground as visitors. We went to the Hoop-de-Doo twice.
Really good strawberry cheesecake there too.
Oh yes, it's amazing,
and it's all you can eat.
Yeah, we're actually going to go do that because it's our friend's birthday. The second day we get there, so his birthday dinner is going to be at the Hoop-de-Doo Review. So we're looking forward to it. I'm going to get the golf cart, drive around, have some fun. So maybe go in a canoe and get to visit an alligator in the canal. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Mary is finally done with her work. Are you on a cruise ship right now, Mary? Or are you working from home? Because I know when do you go on Epic, Nancy? Oh yeah, Nancy's got a cruise coming up on Celebrity. Oh wait, Epic. Wait, Epic.
She's going to Epic Universe.
Oh my gosh.
I just said that. Yes, she said I'm literally going to Epic a few days after.
No, Mary Ellen Dillon asked that, but I was switching with the cruise mindset rather than the theme park.
Surfer Girl said, have you seen the ranch? Yes,
we did. If you're
We've been wanting to do Hoop-de-Doo for our anniversary. What ranch?
So at the beginning, I think it's the one at the entrance where they have the horses housed.
Oh, I didn't realize
but they might have moved it before.
It's been so long.
Yeah. Do I remember right? Is that where? I could be wrong. That would be a long way. I thought that's where they put the horses from Magic Kingdom, but that's a long way. They must have their own paddock area for.
What the heck?
I don't know. I'm talking like. Jeez,
you sound like Harvey Firestein now. Oh my gosh.
Mary Ellen Dillon thought it was a cruise ship too. Okay, yes, it's a theme park. Mary Ellen Dillon is at home. She's at home.
She's going. Nancy's going to Epic right before the girls' cruise.
Mary and Med.
MED. So that's to Mary Ellen Dillon. It'll be Hannah and herself going. So that'll be cool.
Yes. So one of the exciting things that we're going to do with that trip is this player.
Are you calling yourself a player?
No, 17.
You're all this player.
His name is Josh Allen.
Yes,
Does it say Josh Allen on here?
it does.
Okay.
He is a awesome player.
He is,
and he just got married. Congratulations
He
to
did,
him.
to-
That is awesome.
to an actress that you probably know, and I don't remember her name. Holly? No, Anne.
I'll have to see.
His hometown is less than 20 miles from us.
Yeah, we've been there.
Fireball. Yeah. So we're gonna
Small
go.
town.
We're gonna go do. We did a video before that we put on our channel, but we're gonna do another one to kind of see. We went like 3-4 years ago when they played the Chiefs in the championship game, and they ended up losing that game. We're gonna see what it's like before there's a major.
Josh said Josh's best name because his name is Josh too.
There you go. I was hearing about Epic while we were in
Oh my gosh.
Australia.
Life Adventure Show.
Right. Oh, there's someone who's going to try to come in over here.
We can't go to the door right now.
Tammy, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
sticker. Yes.
$4. Oh,
We have
I
someone
can't
at the
go to
door,
the
but we're
door
not
right
going to go
now.
on it. Yes. So that is, we got to do a little dance for, well, we'll do it in a little bit. So that's going to be, we're going to film that probably like a month before at the beginning of the football season, just to kind of see what it's like when they do all that. And then if there's anything different, and then we're going to go to fly out to Buffalo. So we're going to do that. You wanted to say that? You can't talk right now, Greg. But we've been getting constant people who wants to come over. Wow.
I'm okay.
Greg just did a trip, a trip slip and fall over there. Yeah, so we're going to be excited about doing that. We also are going to be talking about the holiday movie from the this weekend or this year. Sorry, this guy's messing me up out here of him doing it. Okay, he's walking away. All right. So was that the same company that was out here before? It was, wasn't it? He was dressed the same way. All right. So we're getting hounded by people. There you go again.
I'm okay.
He's got like size 13 feet. Jeez.
I literally tripped over the leg of this table. I just went down the count.
That is
Ay.
Tammy's asking. It's this and it's a buffalo. It's a buffalo head. That's what it is. All right, we got to do a dance for Tammy.
I knew Gregory was a trip. LOL. Thank you.
Oops, where am I going? I got rid of the comments. We got to do a dance for Tammy. All right, let's do.
Ooh, it's hot.
We're going to do this one. Yep.
I think of boots and straps and boots and straps. Wow. I can't even.
You know what it is.
I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy.
And I hope you're feeling better.
Yes, definitely didn't have to.
You
to do that.
really are gonna have to like find out which is which.
Daniel Fields, hello.
Welcome.
Part of Dancy with Nancy, who's Nancy's going to have a milestone birthday coming up soon, and she's going to be staying, I believe, at Park MGM, and she's got all the bells and whistles. She's got
That's gonna be cool.
She's got awesome amount of resort credit, free play. So good for her, Nancy. If you're on here, if you're listening, I hope you have an amazing time with your husband, Daniel. I've never called him Danny before. Okay, so let's go into the holiday. There's been one Hallmark movie before, which was based around an NFL team.
The reason why we're wearing this getup is coming up now.
That and the fact that we announced that we're going to the Bills
There
game.
you go.
So this is our Buffalo Bills portion of the show. So the Kansas City Chiefs last year had a Hallmark movie based on a movie just for them around the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, this is the second year that they're going to be doing a NFL team, and it's the Buffalo Bills. So
they're doing a movie.
They are
about the Buffalo Bills.
So they're
trying to get everybody in this movie that wants to get in.
Well, there's a limit. I think they're done filming now.
Well, no, but I'm saying there were so many people that wanted to get in. They were trying to put as many people, even if they're just like walk by things or whatever.
Yes, they're going to have a lot of guest, what they call them, guest appearances,
extras, guest appearances.
So I've been watching a lot of stuff, like from Facebook and signing up for things like that's from the area over there in Buffalo, and they keep showing like behind the scenes stuff, like the filming stuff, and them filming like certain scenes of it, and it's been really interesting just to see the backlog of us of any Hallmark movie. We watch Hallmark movie, yes, we do. We love Hallmark Halloween, Christmas movies. So this is like,
I'm not watching Hallmark during Halloween time. I'm watching Halloween type movies,
but it will be out at the end of it. But this is, I'm going to read from what they say here. The Buffalo Bills are the subject of a new Hallmark Christmas movie titled Holiday Touchdown, a Bills love story. Aw.
Isn't that special?
The movie, which will premiere during the Hallmark Channel's Countdown to Christmas, features both current and former Bills players, along with actors like Tony Danza. He's going to be making that. I think that's his first time he's going to be on a Hallmark movie, and others.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
I know. Filming is taking place in and around Buffalo, including Hallmark Stadium. And from what I understand, the new stadium construction, which is in the parking lot of their current stadium, that has a major theme and filming within the movie.
It has a major part in it.
Yes. The movie revolves around two families and a shared love for the Buffalo Bills, who are brought together by their passion for the team. I should be in this movie.
Go Bills!
I should be in this movie.
Wow.
It will tell a heartwarming story of how the family's love for the Bills brings them closer, and will also feature a romantic storyline, which means
you can't have Hallmark without romance.
The movie will end in a kiss. That's how it'll end.
Probably.
The plot includes a mystery element, with two main characters teaming up to uncover the identity of someone who helped one of the family years ago. Current Bills players that are going to be in it: Sean McDermott, which is their head coach.
Well, I hope Josh Allen's going to be in it.
They don't have him in there. I would be surprised if he isn't.
That's a
Deion Dawkins, which is an all-pro offensive lineman. Damar Hamlin, which was, if you guys aren't familiar, he was the player that on the field, his heart stopped working, and they had to bring him back. That was a couple years ago. He's going to be in the movie.
That's awesome.
He's still playing. Dawson Knox, who's a tight end. Reed Ferguson, if you're familiar with football, he's a long snapper. So like when they punt the ball and when they
that sounds like a fish, long snapper.
They're the ones that hike the ball back like 15 yards to the punter. Maybe not quite that long. And others. Former Bills, back in the heyday when the Bills went to 4 Super Bowls. Jim Kelly was a quarterback. He's going to be in there. Steve Tasker, who was all these players I named were from the Super Bowl era. Steve Tasker, Thurman Thomas, a great running back. Scott Norwood, who missed that he'll always be synonymous with wide right. He missed a field goal by a few feet in the Super Bowl, which would have given us a Super Bowl win. We didn't get it, unfortunately. And then Andre Reed, which I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame, but he deserves to be if he isn't. He's an awesome receiver from the past. And then the actors are Tony Danza. The main characters are Matthew Daddario. Tracy Pollan, I think, is the other main one. But they have, I don't know these ones, Holland Roden, Caroline Aaron, and Steve Sharippa. Other notable appearances, Luke Russert, Tim Russert's son, and Bills play-by-play announcer Chris Brown. The movie is a collaboration between Hallmark and the NFL and Skydance Sports, building on their successful partnership from last year. Filming is expected to continue in Buffalo until mid-June.
So they're probably already done. By now.
Yeah, I follow Sal Capaccio, who is he's on a lot of the Bills radio, but during the Bills game, he's on the sidelines. He's a sideline reporter, and he was talking about his experience because he's actually going to be a sideline reporter in the movie, and he was talking about him talking to the Dario, forgot his first name already, and he was asking him different things like, hey, I know you're new to this, or he goes, I'm new to this, how should I be acting? And he goes, exactly how you're doing it right now. That's the energy that we need to do. And he was just talking about different stuff, like how many takes they actually have to do it and film it different
Dario
ways.
was saying that?
Yeah. So he had a chance to talk to him, and so I got a lot of, obviously I'm a diehard Bills fan, but just the fact that it's based on my favorite football team, and I'm going to see players that I know. And so it's this, I'm hoping the movie isn't a stinker, because not every Hallmark movie is good. The actors aren't your A-list actors, so you never know what you're going to get, but I really hope the Bills, this is a good movie and it's not something cheesy.
I've been a fan since 2008. So
2008.
There you go. And excuse me. So we missed some things. Nancy said this was made for you guys, Hallmark and the Bills. I could tell how excited Derek is. I don't think he's ever been excited for a Hallmark movie like he has with this one. Josh says we're paused.
Hopefully we're good now.
I don't know if everybody. Oh, we're going again. Okay. Excuse me. Thank you. From North to Neverland said, I can tell you the plot of these movies usually. We could tell you the plot of them usually too. It's a cookie cutter type thing. Hallmark just pushes those movies out.
They have a formula.
Everybody likes them.
They also asked, were you both Bills fans always? Yes. I think you were on when I said it, but I played in 1975. I was on a Pee Wee football team called the Bills.
Who asked that?
From North to Netherland.
Oh, okay.
And then Greg wasn't really into. I think you're aware of football, but
I wasn't into Bills until 2008.
Yeah. So I converted him, I would say, as a Bills fan. He has no choice because.
Well, I do like them actually, and blue. I love blue, so blue is actually my favorite color. But no, the Bills are a good team, and they're the only team that can say that they went to the Super Bowl and lost the Super Bowl 4 times in a row.
Well, no.
Who else could say that?
Well,
yeah,
you're right. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls. They lost 4 straight Super Bowls. The fact that a team has done that, but the Minnesota Vikings also have lost 4 Super Bowls. They just didn't do it 4 years in a row.
There you go. I should have said it in a row.
Right.
So there you go.
Tammy says Tony is hot.
Oh my!
I don't know if he still is because he must be.
You talking about Tony Danza?
Tony Danza. He must be in his 70s now.
Late
60s.
Maybe if that's what she thinks. That's awesome.
And Tammy was saying that you should
paint my face blue.
Yes.
Josh is a Cowboys fan.
That's all right. We won't talk about those 2 Super Bowl losses.
I could say I don't understand being in a state that you're in, but we're in California, liking Buffalo, so I can't really say that. I like the Buffalo games at casinos and Vegas games. Yeah, I don't do very well with those. With the flip, you have to get those coins on the screen and everything. I think you're better at that than I am.
I don't usually play the Buffalo, and that's not one that usually I win with. I remember one.
I just hear Buffalo on the game.
One, I played a lot of money, and I always feel like the ones that are by themselves, like the big machines, not just the little ones. I always think that when you get a bonus, you're going to get something big. I was all excited because I was losing. I was all excited. I won like $3, and I was like,
well, how is that?
Are you $3? I was like, are you kidding me?
It depends. If you get the 3 jackpots, I'd probably flip my lid. I'd probably mess my pants, and then I'd pass out. Because if you got the jackpot, you're gonna get something big. So
Janie says he's 74, and Angela says he's 74. Wow, I'm looking forward to him.
Awesome.
Because Henry Winkler kind of did a comeback when he was in It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Yeah. he was in that movie. That's already like 8 years old, though, I think.
It's a good one, though.
Yeah.
Josh says, I love that idea. Paint your whole upper body. Oh, I don't know about that. Probably just my face.
So we don't know how the game with it being late, we don't know what weather is like in Buffalo.
It's gonna be
early
October. It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, it's October 5th. Our friend Ann Hanley, who's not on tonight, but she lives in Buffalo. We're gonna meet her. She's stopping her camping trip to be with us.
Just for us.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not that important, but that's awesome that she's doing that for us.
I figure if they're camping in Buffalo, it can't be too cold there. So we'll see. We're still not sure what to bring, but
thank you, Angela.
Yes, thank you for all the love and support. So yeah, Hallmark movie for the Bills. The Bills are getting a lot of recognition. They've been one of the most winningest teams for the last 5 years.
They've been the most what?
Winningest.
It's not even a word.
I just made it up.
Winningest team.
Winningest,
wow.
Yes.
They've had the most wins.
early October at Mary Ellen. So I'm hoping it won't be cold, but it will be at 8:30 at night. So we'll see.
It's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Upstate New York. Yeah. I was born in upstate New York. I don't remember it, but I do know it's cold. So but yeah, so that's a big thing. That's some big things that we have as far as Buffalo Bills and our next big trip. After that we don't have any trips until
next year.
Yeah, next year.
Yep.
So
Angela's gonna go visit us before her cruise that she's going on to Hawaii. So we're gonna go to Universal Studios here in Hollywood. So that'll be fun to do that. No, they won't. I said the cast who's going to be in it. So the question was,
do we know when the movie's coming out?
No, they just it just said it's part of the lineup for this coming year.
I wonder if Candace Cameron or Lacey Chabert will be in this one. Tony Danza is their dad for sure. Lacey Chabert, that would be cool, but Candace Cameron has left Hallmark.
Yeah.
We won't go into that, but yeah, she left the channel to do another channel.
Yes.
So
so there are no A actors, they're all B. So Matthew Daddario is the lead male, and I believe the lead female is Tracy Pollan, which I'd have to look at her face to offhand.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else she's been in Hallmark, but they do say once you're in one Hallmark movie, you're set for life.
Yeah, you just get your foot in the door and you're good to go. It's like a soap opera. You get in there and you're there for the rest of your life, basically.
Other things that we're really doing just to kind of relax, because I have inventory. His birthday's at the end of July. I have inventory at the beginning of August. But we did make an investment.
It's on a Sunday, so we'll do something on the day. Yeah. That'd be cool.
We did an investment with income tax money that we had returned and got to Switch 2. So we've been playing that.
Yes.
I've been listening to that because Greg doesn't let me play. And
that is not even true. Don't even listen to him. I invite him all the time, and his response is, I like to listen to you guys talk and play. It relaxes me. So that's what he does. So, but he's played at times. He likes the racing.
And a couple of people that we have on here
are also fellow game players. Yep.
Yes. So it's thank you guys for joining us. I
yes,
really appreciate that. Yesterday I was like very, very emotional, sentimental. I started watching our last cruise videos that we just finished recently.
You didn't tell me this.
Because you're too busy playing your game.
Wow. No, he doesn't tell me.
And just how grateful we are able to put stuff on YouTube. And the number one thing we do.
We're grateful to even have done what we have done.
Yes.
All these years.
The number one thing that we do is for memories, and better than just like pictures and that. And it brings you back to the moment you were. It brings it like you're reliving it. I'm very grateful for everything that we've done. And when we had a chance to, our Alaska vlogs were the last ones that we put out, and I just like a feeling of like pride in the fact, being able to get the videos out.
We're very blessed to be able to do what we have done.
Thankful.
We never take it for granted.
No, one moment.
I've always told Derek, I've never thought that I've ever would have done the things in my life that we have done, like cruises. I never thought I'd be on a cruise ship. I never thought I'd go to different countries, different places. Everything we've done, it's just been awesome, and it's been humbling, and it's something that you can talk about, and then you have our videos that we can go back and look at, and it's just crazy. It seems like it was yesterday when you look at some of these things, and then you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it was this long ago. So
Angela was asking, did you say Tracy Pullman? No, it's it's Tracy Poland.
Tracy Pullman, she was a comedian, wasn't she? I think
I'm looking her up right now.
But speaking of movies, there are some summer blockbusters coming out that we are definitely excited for.
I know her.
Oh yeah, I know her. Well, I don't know her, but I know of her.
Wait a minute.
That's Tracy Poland.
Yeah, that's who it is.
That's who's in the movie.
She's not 65, is she?
That's Michael J. Fox's wife. Poland, not Pullman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his wife. Who has been by his side all these years with him.
So you are right. It is Poland, but I don't know if she's in the lead, because it's got to be a younger person. A 65-year-old wouldn't be a lead with a young guy as a love interest.
I don't know. I'll just watch the movie and see how it unravels.
Right?
Or not unravels, but
wow.
goes on. But yeah, there's going to be some good blockbuster movies. We actually have a plan on seeing Jurassic World Rebirth on the 4th of July in 4DX 3D. That's going to be awesome. They did have a sneak peek on this past Monday. A lot of people got to see it early, and it's gotten great reviews. So we're very happy for that. I'm going to see some movies this weekend that are kind of more on the suspenseful side. The new Superman movie's coming out. I'm very excited for that. That's going to be awesome. And I know there's some other movies, here and there. They're not as big, but I'm excited for those as well.
We just saw How to Train Your Dragon. Really, I was not familiar with it.
We've seen the cartoon. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
That was awesome, and it was actually emotional. We got a little teary-eyed every so often. For me, I think it was different reasons than you, but I know it was a little emotional in certain areas.
So Norton Neverland says, we were just talking about this too. Blessed and a record of our memories that we are doing it for. Yep, that's the key. We don't care about the money. And you're really nice to see our channel grow more. We don't put videos out enough consistently. We do live shows consistently, but that does not draw what draws people to your channel. So we're happy with the way it is until the day that we are no longer happy doing it. Then we won't have a channel anymore. But
until we start having fun,
that's the key.
Anthony, that's one of the movies I'm going to see this weekend is Megan 2.0.
Greg has the membership with
welcome Ben from
Regal.
PTV.
Welcome Pepper Tree Villa Ben. So he has it where he pays for every 3 months, and you have unlimited movies.
No, it's $26.99 or something like that each month, but it's unlimited movies. So if you think about it, you see 2 matinees, it pays for itself. Plus you get, so if you see more than 2, then it definitely pays for itself. Plus you get 10% off concession stands. I think 10% off of apparel, because now theaters are selling apparel and knickknacks and toys and all that kind of stuff for kids. So it really is worth it. So I try to do double features. I did do my first triple feature a few weekends ago, which was cool. So if you time them out just right, you can make it work. And I have no problem enjoying a day going to see a movie or movies by myself. If Derek doesn't want to see the movies, it's not going to stop me from doing something like that, seeing them by myself. And I have fun. I go from room to room for the movies I'm going to watch, and I just enjoy the day. So stay out of the heat.
He'll do it on a day that I'm at work. Mary Ellen Dillon got a good point. She could be the mother or of one family. Holland Roden is probably the younger female lead, which, when you think of those, that's good when they have that. That might have a. I don't think they're going to put higher quality, well-known actors in a bad Hallmark movie, although it's happened. But usually, like Lacey Chabert, she's always in a good movie. They give her the best scripts. Is it Andrew? What's his name? Is it not Andrew Jackson? What's his name? She does a lot of movies with
Andrew
him.
Walker.
Walker, yeah. He's always in like a good one too. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll be it won't be a bomb.
And it is fun doing that with the movies. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Angela says, I recently watched the first How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I don't remember if we saw the animated one. I don't remember, but
we have it. I want to watch it again. And then we saw Lilo and Stitch, and I want to watch the cartoon again.
But now it helps us because when we go to Epic Universe, that's one of the lands there. Yep. How to Train Your Dragon land.
They're actually already planning on a Lilo and Stitch 2 and How to Train Your Dragon 2. And that one's gonna kind of be more of a sadder one. If you haven't seen the cartoon, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, it's a 3-parter. The movie, there's 3 movies, and the director purposely made it have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So there is an arc to the story. And I haven't seen, I don't think 2 or 3 yet, but yeah, I do know some stuff that happens in 2, but I definitely want to see those to appreciate the live action even more. And if you see it in 40X and as they're flying through the air, it adds so much more to it. And I think the 3D adds depth. But with the chairs moving as you're flying, you literally feel like you're in the movie. It was awesome.
I don't know if you need to see it though in IMAX.
I liked it.
Could be just as good. We've done some movies in 40X and you didn't really get much of a rise out of it.
But we did on this one. I think it felt like we were
Twisters,
flying.
Whenever I think of it, Twisters literally was knocking me out of my seat. And because it was like a minute long, it felt like that you're like vibrating around with the twister, and I was like sliding out of the chair. I was rocking so hard on it. That was crazy.
When I saw the last Fast and Furious movie in 40X, I needed a seatbelt. We all should have had seatbelts because that thing threw us around. My soda, pop, everything was just all over the place. So I always tell people that haven't been on it before, I'm like, raise your snacks and your drinks.
Yeah,
when it moves around.
It was Regal Entertainment. Yes, my favorite actor is Luke McFarlane. I was hoping that
from Hallmark.
Well, he does other things too. I was hoping he would be the lead, but no, it was not to be.
Wow.
No, very disappointed. Hallmark.
He's busy doing his renovation show. From North to Neverland said, love going to the drive-in during the summer, double movies for the price of one, long weekends are 3 movies, need coffee before you go. We do have a drive-in actually down the road from us.
We've never done it. We got to do it.
And we haven't done it. Yeah. We also have our racetrack down the road, which we just went to this past weekend, and that was a lot of fun. So, I mean, there is fun stuff to do in our little town. But for the big movies, we got to go to the bigger city.
Fresno. Madera is about 60,000 people. I know in some of the towns back east that might be a bigger town on there, but locally, it's a smaller town. Fresno has 600,000 people, and then you combine it with Clovis, which is one big city. You're talking about 800 to 900,000 people in that general area. So that's big, and that's only like 13 minutes to get from Madera to Fresno, so we're close to that. But there is no other drive-in around, there is no other racetrack around, so we're clinging on to some of the things that used to be all over here in California and is gone basically. So it's nice to have some stuff. Our
little racetrack is the little engine that could, so it's still going. Josh said Quest 3 is 3D movies in 15-foot screens. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 movies. I've done I just got it. Okay. I've done 3 movies before, so
I like going to drive-ins, but it rains most of the time when we go. I would be afraid it would be like a scene out of Twisters if that was the case and it started to rain.
I'm sure it played here. The Twisters movie. So that was a fun movie though.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah,
We don't have a whole lot of travel. I think we live, well, I don't think, I know we live like 2 hours from
Yeah.
the big areas of Yosemite.
Yep.
So we had talked about possibly going up to Yosemite and spending the day there.
Or the mountain area.
The mountain area. So we might do that. We could also go to the Kings Canyon Sequoia National Park, which is a little bit further away, but still about 2 hours from it. So we always like to go to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Which
One of my friends just went there this past weekend that I work with, and she said the weather was really good.
Nice.
Really nice. out there.
Monterey is 2 hours from us. So we're really about 2 hours from a lot of places to get away with. It's hot here, usually over 100 in the summer, but with our work schedules and things going on at work, it might be harder to break away for a length of time.
We're just more enjoying our new house and everything. You know, we've been here a little over a year now, so
Almost a year and a half.
yeah, and we love it. It's nice here, nice area, nice neighborhood. We don't bother anybody, no complaints really. It actually is kind of windy out there today too, so hopefully we get a nice cool wind tonight. But yeah, we're just looking forward to changing of the weather and the seasons and everything, so it'll be nice.
Sorry, I'm reading at Tammy. She said I should see a Twister movie. That would be more exciting. Drive-in Twister movie, live outside. Is that
Anne
5D? Oh, there you
Hanley?
go. Welcome
Anne
in,
Hanley,
Anne.
welcome.
We were talking about you
I'm
a
so
little bit
sorry
ago.
I'm late. Grandson had a baseball game.
Yay.
That is more important than our little show. So I hope you had
Yep.
an awesome time with your grandson.
And I hope they won. If not, I hope he had a good time.
Yeah, family is more important. So don't
Yes.
worry. We totally understand.
We were talking about our visit to Buffalo in October to see you, as well as the Hallmark movie for Christmas, which is coming out. So Greg, can you believe it's already the top of the hour?
Just about 3 minutes. Yep.
North of Neverland says we watched POTC in the rain, then the fog rolled in and made the movie have a special quality. What is POTC?
I don't know, to be honest.
They won is it 18-1? Oh my gosh. 18-4?
POTC?
Like,
Is that a movie? What is that, please? I don't know what that stands for. Then the fog rolled in and made the movie have a special quality. POTC.
we'll find out what that is.
Something of something something. I don't know what that
So
means.
Ben says, like Arnie and Doug with the villa, they've made their place so nice. They're not really into leaving.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay.
Unless there's something to do that needs to be done. Yes, yeah, their place is beautiful. They have a beautiful house. They should be very proud of it. Pirates, there you go. All right, Greg,
Yep.
I think that's the top of the hour. So
Yeah.
next week, we're not sure what we're going to be doing, but we will be working on another vlog series that will be coming out for cruising. It will be a Virgin one, but it will be our most recent Virgin cruise that we went on, not the first one that I didn't film in high definition. So I know there's a lot of people that are curious to see what an adults only cruise is. It's not a clothing optional cruise.
Oh my gosh.
It's just you have to be 18 and over to be able to go on the cruise. And hopefully it'll get people to see that Virgin is a very good cruise line. They're probably my second favorite cruise line. NCL is my favorite. And then I would say Virgin is probably super close to them in terms of just being a completely different cruise.
Thank you, Anne, for even coming by.
Yes.
And please watch the replay if you would like to when you have some time. But I think we're at the top of the hour. So everybody have a nice night. Stay cool out there if you're in the heat. And
how we end our show is I'm Derek.
And I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we are just getting started.
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good evening.
Sir Gary of the Beaches, take it away.
Dilly, dilly.